Hello, Namaste. Hope you all are doing well. This is Pratisha, and on my channel, I speak about career, growth, and productivity. I am alumni of IIM Trichy, now having 2 years of experience in corporate. My recent experience was in the advertising field and the media field, where I was working as a digital strategy consultant, and I had an immense learning working with a lot of big brands to execute their campaigns. And I have understood the ecosystem of client handling, of stakeholder management, how to deal with different agencies and brands and media partnerships as such. So, cutting to the chase, in this video, we are covering a very important topic today. It will actually be a series of 5 videos where I am going to share the impossible interview questions that we are facing right now in the current market scenario. And we are all aware about what the market situation is right now, right? For each and every, I think, job opening out there, we can find thousands of applicants competing in a single digit positions that are opening in the company. So yes, resume is a very big part of it, a very big step of it. But I have also noticed that a lot of people, even if they are reaching to the interview rounds, there are a lot of times when a company is making a candidate go through 4, 5, 6 rounds within a span of like 2 to 3 months, but at some stage of time he or she is getting rejected. And being in a scenario in today's world, which is in a today's corporate world, which is very dynamic, a lot of situations are coming up where people are being laid off. Also a little bit changes are seen around, changing of work culture, people prioritizing their long term goals. So there are a lot of things which are coming in all at the same time, which are affecting today's job market, both on a demand side as well as on a supply side. Now this video will cover, basically it's a series where it will be 5 videos that I'll be covering, and in each video I'll be sharing 3 questions, also the answers, like how to structure it, so as to tackle the impossible interview questions that are asked, the questions where there is no exact right or wrong that we can tell about a question. It is just regarding how to tackle that impossible question that comes in front of us without getting nervous, without fumbling, having a clear structure to it, so that the interviewer in front of you can have that confidence in you that yes, you have a structured answer in front of mind, you have a long term thinking, and you can commit to the organization that you are going to work in. In this video, I will be covering one core theme that I have found out, which can be a situation. For example, you or any of your friend for that matter have resigned from a job without having any backup plan or any offer letter. Now, I would not get into dig deep into it, because for a person resigning without an offer, there can be multiple reasons, and you only know what the reason, actual reason of you resigning without any other backup would be. And not everyone, has an opportunity to fall back on their parents. Everyone has their own responsibility today, and everyone wants to get a better job or a better opportunity. But there are times or situations where a person thinks that it's better to resign and look for a job. So maybe we'll take that situation here, that you have resigned for a job and looking for a new job now, right? So you might be called for interview, and your interviewer will definitely ask you this question, and he'll be very intrigued to know what your thinking process or thought process was in this. So maybe we'll touch upon the 3 questions. The first question can come up as, why did you resign when you don't have any offer at hand? So, in this question, you need to understand that there are 3 hidden things as to how we can even structure the question. There is a direct intended question and some indirect questions here in this single question itself. So, the 3 parts are why, what, and how. So, in why, the interviewer in front of you is asking you, why did you resign? What was your thought process behind it? He just wants to know. He's curious to know why is the reason. So the second part will be what. What are you currently doing? So this might not be a direct statement that he needs to ask, but you can just put in a slight subtle answer of what here in this question as well. The third is how. He wants to see if the current company can gain some value from you, right? So these are the 3 parts which I thought, and I have also answered in the same way while have tackling these questions in interviews for job. So when we talk about why, right, we can focus on structuring the answer in a better way so that we can compensate the what and how part as well, right? So in the why part, we can talk about any structural changes in the job, any misalignment in the long term roles that we can see, or in some cases I have also found that people have actually genuine problems regarding families or own health, or some breaks that they want to take because of burnout and all of that, which is very common nowadays, right? So whatever answers that we are framing, it should be coherent throughout the reason, and also should make a person in front of you think that, okay, no, I have not taken this decision on a whim, but I had some sort of structure in my mind before taking this step. So this is what he wants to know. There is nothing right or wrong in this, right? So if I'm to tell an answer of this why part, I can say something like, sir or ma'am, I had decided to let go of this job at a junction where this decision was, influenced by a lot of factors. The first would be, I'm looking for a job currently or a role currently which aligns to my long term goals. Um, I want to change the industry that I wanted to work in. And as there were parallelly some structural changes in the organization where they were moving to me to another role which was not aligning to it, I was at a junction where I could choose to take up that role in the current organization or take a step back and move forward with a role which I feel will align with my long term commitment to my goals. And that's the reason why I decided to take a step back, even if I don't have an offer. So what is not exactly what the interviewer would was ask you, like, what are you currently doing, right? So the interviewer won't ask you, what are you currently doing? So subtly you can put up inside the answer, don't make it very long. You can just write as, currently, that's why I'm looking for opportunities that will align with my expectations, and I am also upskilling myself by doing several certifications and gaining skill sets which will make me relevant for this role, right? So whatever role that you are interviewing for, you need to show confidence that I have upskilled myself, I have that much of knowledge as well as the interest that I am navigating through this market. I am searching and applying for this job because this fits the expectations that I have, and I also am upskilling and having the information about the role that I'm going in. This needs to be short, confident, and a structured answer, just a single line to put in between the structure of why and how. Now, the third part that will be coming in as, so what value does this person see? Like, if you are someone who he might even ask, like, are you a quitter? If you're someone who is not good with the changes around you, that means that if there is any changes that can be seen in the job or a company that you will be coming to us and working tomorrow, so is there a chance that if something similar to the current organization happens, you will leave us? So this is a question that is valid, right? If anyone is supposed to question you that, like, how they can bet on you, right? It's important that you are honest with yourself also, because when you're honest with your own answer, that it actually gives a confidence to the interview. I'm looking for something, a position or a role or a brand which mostly fits the long-term image of what I have in mind. So in case there is any similar kind of um, challenges that will come in the organization, I am sure that there will be multiple other options as well, which will make me stick to the organization, and also I will be open and happy to align myself with the changes to the current organizations, given that this is an informed decision that I'll be taking. So the second question that I came across in some of my interviews, where if you were to look back and to go to the previous job, and there is an option for you that you know that things are not going to align for you in the future for the role that you are currently in, and if you were to know that it is not going to align with you, will you take that wrong decision again? Yes, this is a very deep question that someone asked me, and for a moment I was a little taken aback because I didn't knew how I can tackle that. Uh, but there was one word in this which kind of did not feel right to me, and I was very honest while answering this question. See, it might. work in some interviews, it might not work. It worked for me. But yes, you can think of your own alternative answers as well. And if you find something, you can just comment down below. I just told the interviewer that putting something as in the bracket of right or wrong, that kind of judgment we cannot have in life. I feel that whatever steps that we go through in our career life, in our career also, works as a building block of where we are going tomorrow, right? So if today things, or today if like after working in that organizations, I did not feel that it did not align, the only reason I did the only reason I did not feel that this role aligns is because I worked there and I understood what I require in life or which direction that I'm going to. So it is indirectly working in favor of me in understanding where I want to move in the future, right? So there is nothing called as right or a wrong decision, because every decision that we take is acting as a stepping stone towards where we want to reach, and it is giving me a clarity. So I do not think that this will be seeming wrong to me, uh, because it's moving me towards where I want to reach. That's how I put it. And I had thought after answering this that okay, maybe I have been a little too honest and brutal with it, and it might backfire. But it might even backfire at many places. I don't know. But that's how I frame my answer. So the third question that is asked by a lot of interviews as well is when you put down your resignation without any offer at hand, there is a risk that you won't be paid, right? You are not on any payroll, and isn't that a rash decision on your end, that you are putting yourself up in a financial instability kind of a situation? Or like you could have done the job search parallelly and then switched. So in that case, you can frame your answer as, yes, I'm aware about the shortcomings in the financial part of things, but in my current role that I was working with, it was very demanding, and I could not wholeheartedly focus on the part of my self growth and learning as well as applying for jobs. And I felt that if I come out of this, I can give full commitment to the other process, which is finding myself a new job. And that will help me understand my requirements, upskill myself, as well as find a job at a much faster pace and much better way, because all my energies are aligned in that way. Coming to the financial part, I have the backup for a couple of months with me, which puts me in this situation. And I'm confident that which my skill sets, whatever that I've gained in my past experiences, and whatever that I bring to the table, will help me land a job pretty soon. So these are the three questions which I wanted to discuss with you. You guys can tell your answers which you feel might help others, which you feel that I could have done better. And maybe we can help each other out in giving different perspectives and POVs, because situations like this happen. And these are the questions that are ought to be asked when you are in such situation. And it is not impossible for you guys to be stuck in the situation. It is just important for you to understand how to frame the answers, to keep your calm, because as I said, there is no right or wrong in this. It is how you frame your answers and how the interviewer perceives it. I hope that I can bring in much more questions in the coming videos, as well as I would love to understand what other perspectives that you guys can bring to the table. I'll see you guys in the next video with some other situations and other questions and answers. Thank you for watching this video.